The Packers just made their 2 final draft picks. Their 2 picks in round 7, which now means the draft is officially in the books. I will be out with a draft grade video shortly after this video, so make sure you have the notifications turned on so you don't miss that video. But first off, the first pick here, or the first Packers selection in round 7, pick 237, we have cornerback from Tulane, Micah Robinson, 5'11", 183 pounds. I saw some say 5'10", around 7/10. About a 4.38 40. I saw one say 4.39. There's not a ton of information out here about this guy, but there was one article by Paul Noonan of Acme Packing Company. Let me share this one excerpt from his article. Despite his small stature, Robinson was game in run defense and willing to stick his head into the fray, even if the fray at Furman wasn't exactly up to NFL size or strength standards. Tackling is 50% technique and 50% bulk, and Robinson is 60% of an outstanding tackler. Anyway, back to that archetype we previously mentioned, 6.77 RES. When you're shopping late in the draft or for UDFAs, you are not going to get everything you like, but that doesn't mean everyone is a lost cause. So that's a little information there. Then here from Zach Cruz of Packers Wire, who says, according to PFF, Robinson was Tulane's highest graded defensive player in 2024. After giving up 22 catches on 47 targets and allowing just 1 touchdown pass and a passer rating against 52.8, so pretty solid. He played the majority of his snaps as a perimeter corner. I'm pretty surprised that it took this long for the Packers to draft a cornerback. I thought there was a good chance they drafted one round 1. That did not happen. And so this does make me wonder when it comes to Jair Alexander. I'll touch on this more in my draft grade video, but with the Packers' decision not to draft a corner till now, I do wonder if that means there's a higher chance Jair stays, potentially. And I think when you look at a lot of these later picks, a lot of it has to do with special teams ability, so I assume they think that Robinson could also impact the team on special teams. And then the second player here, we have John Williams, final pick for the Packers draft, pick number 250 in round 7. John Williams, offensive lineman from Cincinnati, 6'4", 322 pounds. Here's from Dane Brugler of The Athletic, who says a 2-year starter from his draft guide, The Beast. A 2-year starter at Cincinnati, Williams was a steady presence at left tackle in offensive coordinator Brad Glenn's zone-based run scheme with some gap methods. He waited his turn as a reserve over his first few years on campus, but was ready for the starting job the past 2 seasons. He allowed just 3 combined sacks. Very good there. At his best in pass protection, Williams quickly gets out of his stance to close space, stay balanced in his mirror, and absorb/fend with his hands. He shows functional mobility and body control in the run game to seal the lane, but he isn't a mauler physically or mentally and likely never will be. Overall, Williams has the footwork and pass blocking instincts that will play well at the next level, but the main concern is about his ability to halt and move NFL defensive linemen. Some of his skills work best at tackle, others at guard, and he might be caught in the middle. So that's the second Packers offensive lineman drafted here. They added Aaron Banks in free agency as well, so they've added 3 new guys, at least in free agency and through this draft. And Williams played left tackle the past 2 seasons, 823 snaps in 2024, 812 snaps in 2023, only allowed 1 sack in 2024, 2 sacks in 2023. So this is just another depth piece for the Packers offensive line, a guy who I assume could also play guard. So those are the final 2 picks. I will be out with my draft grade video. I'm filming it right after this, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching all these videos. It's been a fun draft. But that's it for this one, and I'll see you guys on the next video.